Our Last Harvest Master's Commission program began in the year 2000 after Don Triplett had a vision where he saw buses, airplanes, trains, cars, and many different means of transportation rushing all over the earth. Each vehicle in the vision had what looked like fire burning from behind them, as if rushing to escape the flames or to get the job done. The words "Last Harvest" were everywhere in the vision, and God impressed on him to recruit, equip, and commission a vast army of 1 million volunteers to give an adequate explanation of the gospel to every child on earth before it is too late to do so, as we approach end times. Don had founded King's Castle Ministries and spent years building the King's Paradise Camp and developing and expanding children's ministry in El Salvador. However, after his vision, Don couldn't help but wonder if he was supposed to resign everything and develop a new Last Harvest ministry because the vision burned deep in his spirit. Unbeknown to Don, his wife Terry also had a vision during the services they were attending at Tommy Barnett's pastor school in Phoenix, Arizona. The Lord had shown her the King's Paradise Camp as a vast training center, completed and functioning to equip young people from many nations. When she told Don what the Lord had shown her in the vision, it was the missing piece of the puzzle Don needed to understand what God was speaking into their lives that day. Immediately, Don and Terry changed the name of King's Paradise Camp to King's Castle International Training Center, and their Master's Commission program, which had been established previously in 1993, was renamed Last Harvest Master's Commission. Is a very intense program whose mission is to be a generational volunteer movement that recruits, equips, and commissions laborers for the last harvest of all the children on earth. Last Harvest Master's Commission students come from many different countries, including El Salvador, Nicaragua, Peru, Dominican Republic, Venezuela, Guatemala, Honduras, and the USA. The program is currently operational in Spanish and English. The program is intense because it's designed to cultivate servant leaders who will face any imaginable challenge necessary to fulfill the Great Commission in the 11th hour of the last harvest. Students' prayer begins at 5 a.m. each morning, and the disciplines of fasting are taught as foundational to successful work in developing nations around the world, where they will go to recruit, equip, and commission local volunteers to reach the children of the nations. Every Last Harvest Master's Commission student must understand that total dependence on the Lord is a foundational requirement if they are going to be able to accomplish this seemingly impossible task in the nations. All the students must study in an accredited Assemblies of God Bible school to be prepared to serve Jesus as a credentialed Assemblies of God missionary. Students are disciples through many different programs designed to bring out the best of them, as they learn through boot camp survival training, prayer and fasting in the prayer fortress, scripture reading and memorization, language acquisition, communication skills, servant evangelism skills, vocational skills, included in the last Master's Commission curriculum. Through ministry, the students learn hands-on how to develop a new work from scratch. Each student in first year is required to start a church outstation, learning how to recruit souls for the kingdom, equip believers for the work of the kingdom, and commission these new laborers to fulfill the Great Commission. Second-year students spend a year recruiting students for the Last Harvest Master's Commission, the School of Warriors, the Last Harvest short-term missions trips, as well as intercessors for the Prayer Fortress. Another important ministry opportunity for the Last Harvest Master's Commission is to create new materials for big days. For the 31 countries where King's Castle is currently operating, and for the King's Castle churches being planted in El Salvador and Nicaragua. Every Last Harvest Master's Commission student must look for sponsors to fund the $600 they must raise to be in the program. Food is very basic, and we call it Castle Menu because it becomes almost literally whatever God provides through donations. We have never been fully funded, but if we were, it would cost about $150 per month to feed, educate, train, transport, and staff our program. This is where you come in as a Last Harvest Master's Commission sponsor. No doubt you have met some of our wonderful students and would like to find out how you can invest in them so that they can accomplish the Great Commission in these last days of the last harvest. We will give you a student sponsorship brochure which you can use to pray for your special student. as well as all the Last Harvest students. And through the contact information, you will be able to stay in contact with your student through email. There is no better investment than to invest in people, because they are all we can take with us into eternity. Last Harvest Master's Commission students are being equipped to be soul-winning machines as they recruit, equip, and commission volunteers all over the world to instruct every child before he is too old to win for Jesus exponentially. You can help by supporting monthly, or you may give a one-time gift of any amount. Make checks payable to Assemblies of God World Missions or AGWM and send them to Assemblies of God World Missions, Don Triplett, account 216-9860, Class 63, 1445 North Boonville Avenue, Springfield, Missouri, 65802.